What made me decide to come back initially was my youngest son was starting school, and I decided he's going to start school, I might as well start doing something that I want to do as well.
I completed my undergrad last year, where I did history and theology, and I enjoyed it so much that I wanted to stay on in Mary I.
I was working in the call centre up to 2009 and I was made redundant. Now, I had 2 jobs at the time, but I wasn't working full time anymore. And having left with good grades after my leaving, I always wanted to go back, so I saw my opportunity when I had redundancy to come back.
I finished second level. I went to college, but I dropped out, so I always wanted to return to education after that because I felt I was losing out on something. So
my little boy is 8 years old now, and about 6 years ago I decided I needed to do something for myself. I was only working part-time and that job wasn't permanent, so I decided to do a childcare course, and it was my lecturers there that encouraged me to apply to do a degree.
I got redundancy in, I think it was 2012, and I decided it would be the best opportunity to go back to college.
I started college in first year with no children, and then in second year I found out I was pregnant and had to return to college in third year, expecting. So I suppose that was very frightening. I found out through MISU website about the student parent services, so I contacted Nicola, and I just felt like, you know, meeting with Nicola before I came back to college just put me at ease, and, you know, knowing that like it was okay and that people were there to talk to and stuff as well, it was great. So yeah, no, it didn't feel as daunting then.
Well, the student support service here in Mary I has it all really. You have moral support, financial support, group support, one-on-one support.
there was always someone there to talk to. Let's say if I had a problem or there was something got to do with childcare as well, I could go to them for a chat.
I'm a single parent then as well, so I don't really have any support at home Monday to Friday because all my family work and also my friends work, so it's really just down to me and Joseph from Monday to Friday. So having that bit of support in college is invaluable. To have someone to pick up the phone and text and say we've got a half an hour to have a chat, or to even get a text message to say that we have information mornings, like on first aid, on social welfare, stuff that you just won't have time to get around to even in your own normal day life, that you actually incorporate into your college life.
The 2 aspects that I've enjoyed the most are meeting with the student parent coordinator one-on-one. She's been able to give me some great advice and counsel. And the other thing I've enjoyed the most is to be able to bring my children to events that the student parent coordinator has organised.
The children's Christmas party, all the children of all the student parents get together. They have great fun. They interact with each other's children just as the student parents interact with each other, and it's like, as a previous student said, it's like an extended family. You're part of something bigger. You're not just a student in college, you're part of a wider community really. It's like a little community all of its own.
As I said, the best part of it is actually just being able to talk to other people, maybe of your same age group, because all the students would have different intentions over the weekends.
My children saw where I was going to college, and they know that I'm not working, so it was nice for them to know where their daddy is during the day and so on.
They're wonderful because they organise Christmas parties and they have Easter egg hunts, and even just sit down with other student parents on a Wednesday morning, have a cup of tea and realise you're not the only one that's feeling all this stress, and you're not the only one going through this rushing from creches and meetings and always feeling like you're saying sorry.
I was in a job for 21 years, and for the last 10 years I didn't like it, and the hardest thing is actually just sitting there and keep doing the same thing when you know that there's something else you can do or should do, and taking the first step is the hardest thing.
The advice I give to any parent thinking about starting college is do it. Do it and do it now, because the support is there. It's always been there. It'll always be there. It'll never go away, and there's nothing that you can't do when you have that support behind you. It's brilliant.
Contact and use the student parent support service. It's great to have that person there to listen. It is really great, and just to, you know, prioritise your time, and if you really want it, then you can definitely go for it.
I would encourage any parent to return to education. It's definitely worth it. You're a really good role model to your children. My 8-year-old absolutely loves coming into college with me. He loves to look round the building. He thinks it's so important coming in, and it's great that he's able to do that as well. So it's an inclusive college. The support service is second to none. It's very friendly and it's manageable. anybody can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. It's definitely worth it, so just go for it.
Bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife.